Okay, I went ahead and fixed some of this stuff up. So what we're going to do here is go ahead and create this piece. All right. And we'll try to do some of this. Might need some other images, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. All right. Yeah, this model isn't so good. I think ours is definitely looking better than this. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this piece. This is a looks like a cylinder. Let's see here. Turn like this. Let's go ahead and try to get the shape right. And what could we do here? We're going to cut it in half. All right. Let's try 90. Go to face. I'm going to cut this thing in half. All right. Cool. Then we're going to go to object mode and we're going to hit Control D. We're going to move it over here-ish. And we're going to go to scale Z and we're going to put in -1 to flip it. Or not. Try scale Y. No. Scale X. Yay. Scale X. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mesh, Combine. And we're going to go to Edge. I don't know if we could do this. Let's try it. So what we could do is just kind of highlight all the edges here. And go to Edit Mesh, Bridge. Go to the option. Make sure this is on. And there you go. So that's basically the shape. If you want to make it look rough like this, I think we could go to hold on. And we could go to Mesh Display. And then harden edges, and you'll get, you'll get that look. Okay, now that we have all this done here, let's go ahead and Mesh Tools, Insert Edge Loop. And let's go ahead and do this. We're probably not going to end up smoothing this. We might just keep it as a hard edge. We're going to go to Modify, Center Pivot. We're going to go to Back View. And we have which tube? This tube. It's this one. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to Vertex, Highlight. Bring it out here. Okay. All right, now obviously this thing is way, way too big. Okay. Something like that. All right. And then we're going to build this thing. We'll build that. We'll build this. We'll build that. So let's go ahead and do that. This is another cylinder. And actually we can do a pipe. This gives us a little bit better geometry to work with, actually. Pipe. See? Gives us nice geometry to work with. We're going to create this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Face, and we're going to do this. And do that. And we're going to Control E. Let's go ahead and scale it in. Okay, grab the whole thing, scale it. Cool, looks good. Actually, I'm gonna do that again. Control E. I want it thinner. It should be really thin like that. Now hit the scale tool and bring it in. Okay, that's better. Okay, now there's, I don't know, a few of these. So we're gonna go like this. We go 3, skip 3, go 3, skip 3, go 3, skip 3. Now let's try that with 2. 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2, skip 2, 1, 2. All right, Control E. Go ahead and bring this up. All right, cool, that looks good. You'll notice this is too fat now, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to Edge, and we're going to hold down Shift and click both of those. And I'm going to take my scale tool, bring this in. I made a mistake with this edge up here. See, I have an extra edge. I'm going to Control Delete. That's good. We're going to go ahead and bring this in. Bring this up. Vertex, let's go ahead and bring this up. We're actually going to scale these and scale them flat. All right, just like that. And we can do the same to these too. Okay, very good. So that's basically that piece. Let's make it a little bit wider. Edge. I still think it's a little too wide. There's hardly a gap between the two things. Alright, awesome. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a centerpiece. I'm just going to create another cylinder. It's actually a pipe again. I'm going to scale that down. Mess around with the radius a little. Thickness actually. There we go. And actually it should be more. Something like that. Alright. Do that. Take these guys and bring them down. Scale it in. And what we'll do is we'll go to Face. We'll highlight these. And let's hit Control E. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Scale it in like that. That'll do. And then hit Control E. And we're going to bring it up. Hit Control E again. We're going to scale it out. Bring it up by just a hair. Just a little bit. And then hit Control E. And we're going to bring it up. Oops. Okay, that'll be that. I'm just going to bring this thing up. Okay, we have the hole in the middle. Now what we have to do is grab a few of these faces. Let's just skip like 3. Okay, hit Control E and bring these out like that. Go to object mode and make the whole thing a little bit narrower. That's good. Probably a little bit more. And the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a cylinder, shrink it down, scale it in, and do this to close up the hole. Alright, let's see here. This should be a little bit narrower. Just a bit. And let's bring it up. Go to vertex, highlight, and bring that down. Alright, cool. So I'm going to highlight everything. And we're going to go to Mesh Combine. Go to Back View. And this should be up here. So I'm going to rotate it like that. And we're going to bring it up here, perspective. Scale this guy down. Alright, something like that. Let's go ahead and assign existing material. It's looking pretty cool. It could be a little bit bigger. Alright. So now let's just create this little hitch in the middle. Probably want to create that with a separate shape. Kind of looks like a seatbelt, like a seatbelt buckle. Alright, so I'm going to Control E, bring this up and in. Control E, bring it up again, and bring it in a little bit more. That's it. It's basically the shape. It's a really simple shape. And then there's a hole in it. So what we'll do is we'll bool it. We'll just say Control D. We'll rotate this thing 90 degrees. All right. Now we don't even care about really the rest of the shape. We could care less. We're going to delete this thing anyway. Okay. So there's a couple holes. There's one here. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to go to Mesh, Booleans, and Difference. Okay. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, let's take this and Control D it. We're going to duplicate it. Mesh, Booleans, Difference. All right. Excellent. And we'll stick a little hole in the front here. Go ahead and put that at 90. Alright. We're going to keep it pretty generic looking, so not a big deal. Mesh, Booleans, Difference. Alright. This thing we're actually not going to smooth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Edge. And if you remember, since we're not smoothing, we don't smooth bools. Because if you do, it'll look really bad. So we're just going to go to, we're going to do the top here. And we're going to go to Edit Mesh Bevel option. We're going to do like that. A little bigger. Perfect. That looks really good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just place that right here. I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to go ahead and place it, and then we'll start the next video where we'll start making the handles.